Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Power Rangers Cyber Strike. I am, as always, your host, Twitch the Person, and I'm about to unmute and see if everyone is well and settled for today's shenanigans. Hello, we are live. Host me.
Hello.
Hello there.
I cannot help who I am.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, again, like I said, welcome in episode 2 of Power Rangers Cyber Strike. We're going to do a quick round of introductions and a recap before we get into today's episode. So, as always, I am your game master, Twitch the Person. I basically try to kill my players. That's my job. That's what I do.
Stop killing us!
And moving on, we have our resident Yellow Ranger.
What? Who's that? Oh, I'm Cryptic Science, and I'm playing the role of Arrow.
You okay, dude?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Just
Just
doing
so
for a bit.
You need the introduction. Continue your introduction.
I think that was it for him.
That was it? Alright, fair. Next we have our Blue Ranger.
Hello, my name is Duo13. I am playing Nova in this little venture, and I dare you to try to kill me.
Okay. And of course we have our Red Ranger.
Hi, I'm Chocolate Zombie. I'm playing Marika Hamadar, Red Cyber Strike Ranger. You can't kill me, I'm the protagonist.
Agonist doesn't have plot armor in tabletop RNG. So last time I switched screen. Last time on Power Rangers Cyber Strike, our heroes found themselves in the midst of an attack on a refugee space station, where they escorted Professor Daxian, brother of the King of Edenoi, and lead scientist on the Cyber Strike Ranger project, to a somewhat inconspicuous part of the station in a hangar, no less, where he had hidden the briefcase with these Cyber Strike morphers, or the Cyber Braces. During all this, the Marika, Captain Howland, and several security guards took it upon themselves to fight off a swarm of putty patrollers, which were handled rather successfully, if only a small amount of casualties, until they were faced with a monster that broke into the hangar by the name of the Snizzard. Yes, that is an actual name. He's down here. Look at him. He's ugly looking boy. He's a snake lizard. Fish snake lizard. Okay. His Power Rangers logic. Don't at me. And as we ended the session last week, we got to see our Rangers morph. Once more, the artwork provided by Dynamo Tom. Go check them out. Fantastic artists. They do many tokusatsu. And we will continue where we left off by everyone rolling a new round of initiative. Continue this battle.
Alright, let's click on my token. And Initiadoodle.
I will roll initiative. Snizzard.
That is a 17.
Snizzard gets a 9. Whoa. Oh, Nova Hello, Snizzard and Marika. And that is our turn order. It's very loud. Okay. All right. So, you have morphed. You are staring down the Snizzard as he looks at you, as he's giving out his proclamation of, like, standard Power Rangers! Nova, what do you do?
So, Noah's going to reach on his side and see if he can feel any weapons. Because he remembers when...
So,
like, that's the first thing he remembers is that the Astro Rangers had weapons. And he's like, do I have anything I can use?
So, on your belt, you do have a holster for what are the the strike blasters. That's the only visible weapon you have on you currently. However, your HUD does display the... what do I call them?
Cyber Saber.
Cyber Saber, that's the one. Does display something called the Cyber Saber.
Activating Cyber Saber. He materializes the sword in his hand, I guess.
Yeah. So out comes a blade that looks sort of like, if anyone's ever seen the Masked Rider series, it's sort of like that, but it's not round. It's not like a tom. It's an actual sword. That materializes in your hand, and for the purpose of us in this game, we are using the Astro Blaster and the Turbo Blades stats for that. Because I don't know how to make homebrew items in this game yet. Which I'm hoping they add. Because I think it'd be really cool.
He's gonna come right here to the side. This is for those soldiers you killed. And what's the difficulty? I want to attack this boy with the sword.
Are you proficient?
I believe I actually am, because I've... You said it's a finesse weapon, right?
I'm gonna allow you to use finesse, I believe.
Actually, no, I'm not. I have a 0 on finesse, never mind.
It's... Okay, I'm gonna say difficulty 15. Because he's expecting it. Gonna make your attack with the Cyber Saber.
That is an 18.
I forgot that's 12 actually.
Sorry, it's a 12. Sorry, I was looking at the top.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's a 12. Unfortunately, that's not enough to clear his toughness. So the sword strikes the Snizzard in the leg, but he kind of grabs it and then kind of just like shrugs it off, claiming, "You're gonna have to do better than that, power punk."
Gladly, fish face.
I'm a lizard.
I know. I thought I'd piss you off. Get him.
That your turn?
Yep.
Arrow.
All right. I'm going to open up with my Cyber Blade. Activate.
So the Cyber Saber again materializes
give me a difficulty because I am proficient in finesse weapons.
Oh well, if you're proficient, then it's a 5.
Oh baby.
Cyberblade 9. Unfortunately, that still doesn't hit the toughness. I'm pretty sure you could just put the Astral Blaster. How do they do it on the other one? Because you should be able to just click the Astral Blaster. You can see the handouts, right?
Yeah, we can see the handouts.
Is it legitimately you just have to you have to type in on your character sheets?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I can click items and I go to in the compendium doesn't pop anything up.
Hang on, you should.
It's like on the
You should be able to use stuff in the compendium, I don't understand.
shit be whack, yo.
Because I showed you the handouts, and you should be able to just. Like, does it let you put those abilities on the handouts one for one into your character sheets?
Yes. Like, that's what we did, so that's what... Like, you have to type them out, but that's...
I feel like you should be rolling higher.
I could use a story point to reroll.
Standard trait sharper. So that you're rolling it with. Pull up your deck. Powers, perks. And it is rolling with a dice, right?
Yes.
It's rolling with a d20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rolled with a d20 and... Hold on. That was rolling with the... It's a Cyberblade. That should be rolling with a d4. Not a d2.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. See, I'm looking at it like d20. So you landed on on a 7, and your skill rolling 1d2, difficulty 5.
That should be a 1d2, 1d. Okay, and there. Oh, so yeah, it did roll the 1d2 and 1d4. It just rolled bad for the d4, and it just rolled bad for the d20.
Oh, okay, right. Just double checking because that seemed really low. You just got really unlucky.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use a story point to re-roll.
Yeah.
I'll just say I'll save that for later because I mean you did hit him.
I mean, it didn't. So
You know what? Actually, it makes sense. We just got these powers, so we're still working with the training wheels.
okay. Okay, so is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Did you move here or here?
Oh, right, I need to actually move the character.
I moved you up to 1.
Perfect.
It is the Snizzard's turn. So, having the two of you now with your swords like crossed on his shoulders, and he's holding both of them at bay, he is going to throw them off and use his power of projectile snakes. As a full action, Slizzard can shoot 2 tonsil snakes out of his mouth. The tonsil snakes take their turn at the end of Slizzard's turn in which they were spawned. So
Tonsil snakes, is that what we're calling it now?
that's the attack. So the Slizzard's mouth opens, but it doesn't stop at the jaw. It kind of opens fully as his whole stomach opens up, and you see 2 snake-like looking intrusions, as it were. And he kind of shoots them out. One spawns here, and one spawns but you'll never know where the attacks are coming from, power punks. And that's a full action. So I need to add these now into the initiative. They take their turn here. And at the end of the Slizzard's turn. Yeah, so sorry. Sorry, zombie, but you got knocked down the bump a little bit.
That's alright.
Yes. Console snakes. And these little bastards are annoying. All they can basically, they have 2 abilities. They can constrict and they can bite. That's about it. But they do have a lot of movement. So as yeah, this lizard can't do much more. He's still holding you there. One tonsil snake is going to bite over. No specialization, no gift. Let's say this is a difficulty. Even just there. One more. That's a 13.
So it doesn't hit, right?
I mean, does it go up against your toughness? What's your toughness?
My toughness is 13, so it matches.
Ah, yeah, so... Yeah, I believe in the case of a draw, it doesn't hit, right? Last session? Where is my PDF?
I believe if it meets, it hits, and if it's a tie attacker wins.
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah. Just double check, but I believe that was the.
During combat scene, we will look at attack action. Oh.
Bear with us, folks.
Yeah, sorry, we just want to make sure that we got this right because we had a discussion about it at the end of the last session.
Yeah, it's an important thing to find out.
Remember, kids, we're learning.
Yes.
Real quick, like in terms of like, more do we have more health or less health?
When you morph, it should be more health.
Should be 4, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, because like I didn't like it's like it didn't change it. So let me just double check that it does.
He says, while morph, the following traits and features apply. Your toughness best is determined by your armor training.
Oh, so even your armor or your toughness goes up when you're morphed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine didn't. mine didn't at all. So that's
Depending on your grid. So your spectrum. So
Yeah, you're blue, so double check your blue grid.
+2 smarts and 1 speed. For blue, for red it's 2 strength plus social. For yellow it's +2 speed and +1 smarts.
yeah.
Your armor is light and medium. No. Can't find anything on the combat thing. Defense has an applied effect. If successful, some might have multiple effects. Are we going with if it meets it, it beats it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, I can't find anything in the compendium.
Oh, also, did you check your toughness? Did you open up and make sure that the 1 is applied to your toughness bonus, DeLuna? Because I actually had to plug that in.
I did not.
That might be why.
Or you have light and medium armor, so...
So like there's a +1 to it then.
Well, that depends. Are we giving Blue Ranger light or medium armor?
It's like 2 medium armor, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Roll attack skill test, rolling a d20 and the applicable skill dice to try and equal or surpass the target's defense.
Okay,
So
if it matches, it hits.
Yep, it's a meets it, beats it.
Okay, cool. I couldn't find that in my one.
It's under.
Well, here's the
attack
thing:
actions.
like if we're giving him medium armor, is that +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's a 15. So so he doesn't hit.
Because if that's the case, then yeah. So whilst
Even
Morph-
the light armor is a +1. He wouldn't hit because he only got a 13. So
yeah. All right. So just yeah. Okay. Cool. So it doesn't. All right. It's just good to know for future reference.
yeah.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, like the morphin time and unmorphing, they don't change. So that's something to keep in mind.
It should though. That's the thing.
Well, we'll double check that, but
Yeah.
I was going off of my bog standard stats instead of the morphin stats.
Yeah. Maybe you have to edit it whilst you're morphed, and then when you unmorph, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's that intuitive. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Okay. So.
Well, my toughness is 15 now. We have medium armor.
Okay. Cool. So that doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So we know. So we kinda
Apologies,
just-
like that was because I was like, wait a minute, why am I only at 2 HP? Wait a minute, why did none of my stats go up after I morphed?
Yeah, I don't know. It should, but yeah. Who knows? Right. Carrying on. Because this is learning as we play. So the tonsil snake hits you, Nova, but it very little effect. And then it's going to, because it hasn't used a movement. It's got a movement of 40 feet. Going to move slightly out of range of you. That ends that one's turn. This one is going to once again take a bite at Errol. Still have Nova's character sheet up. That. This one is going to try and constrict you. Arrow. No specialization, skill shift. Just there. Snag. This one tries to it jumps at you and tries to constrict you. I'm guessing a fail is 5 is a fail. So it kind of like launches at you, and then tries to, but then you kind of like shove it off, and that's gonna be its turn. Captain Hammond, it is your go.
All right, she's gonna go ahead and free action, summon her Cyber Saber.
Cool.
Question: did I see when these guys tried to like fire at him? Did I see that it didn't have an effect? Or is that unknown to me?
'Cause battle kind of happens all in the same action. They've kind of gone in and seen it, and you can see that they're like it's been ineffective so far.
Okay.
You know, you can try and put it down to it's like they're not trained soldiers; they're just civilians that have suddenly got a big power up.
Alright. She won't say anything for now then. She'll grab the sword and instead go ahead and charge right into this guy's face and go for the swing.
Give me an attack roll with the Cyber Saber. Turbo Blade with it.
And I'm using Might for this and not Finesse.
Yeah, okay.
What do you want the difficulty?
I'm gonna say 10 because he's dealing with the other two.
Okay. That's
There
an
we
18.
go.
That's a critical
Jesus.
success! Double
And-
damage!
Yep.
I'm also going to spend a personal power to power strike him,
Yeah,
which
go on.
deals an additional 1 damage.
Cool. That. What's you? So how much is that? So you've done 1, but 2 because it's crit success.
And I'm spending a point to power strike, which is an additional 1 damage. It's on the Red Ranger table.
That's 3 damage you've done to.
Yep. I'm just gonna stab this guy right in the snake mouth. Just straight in the chest.
Awesome. So as you see the Snizzard contending with Arrow and Nova with their blades, Marika, you kind of charge forward and just a diagonal overhead slash right down the middle of Snizzard while his mouth was open after firing the tonsil snakes, and it just lets out this red energy surrounding your cyberblade. Just strikes him and lets out like this huge massive sparks as the Snizzard takes damage and doesn't stumble back or anything. There's no like, you haven't got like any outlying, that doesn't have like any outlying things, does it? That skill?
No, it's just additional damage.
Just additional damage, okay, cool. So yeah, the Snizzard kind of like stumbles a little bit. And he like just kind of like mumbles incoherently with sharp hisses, like ice. As he gets back to his feet.
Yeah. She's just gonna look at him and say, "Now you're fighting me," and look at Nova and Arrow and says, take care of his friends."
With pleasure.
Nova, Arrow, Nova, it's your turn, I assume.
So, since he's still probably grabbing the sword at this point, Nova's gonna reach or down to his blaster, point right at this guy and take a shot with. I'm using targeting instead of instead of might for the guns. That's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty sure it should be targeting anyway, but
Yeah, like it said targeting or might, so I'm like,
classification targeted, you can do target or might, yeah.
difficulty, what would that be?
Gonna say... I'm gonna say 10. 10.
Alright. Normal. Boom. Damn it!
Oh, man.
I'm gonna use the personal power, because like apparently Roll20 hates me. For our story points, so like I'm gonna re-roll that.
Gonna use a story point?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh!
There we go! There we go!
Jesus, it's either one end of the spectrum or nothing. Okay, so as...
Roll20 being shit, that's normal.
Yeah, so as you, as Marika's blade hit with the snizzard, he kind of like lets go of your sword, Nova. Then you see this tonsil snake kind of like rearing up, and it kind of jumps at you, but like some sort of Wild West action style. You kind of like draw your cyber blaster, your strike blaster, and you just fire it, and it just knocks it out of the air. And it just kind of like fries it. Maybe?
I don't say anything with this one, but
Yeah. Okay, cool. You still have a movement action, I would say.
I'm gonna veer right here to give Marika attack or advantage on her attack.
I don't know if there's flanking in this particular system,
Well,
but
I'm gonna take a step back then, right here.
I'm not sure if there is flanking. It might be something you can have as a skill. Grid power wise. Yeah.
That's a turn for me.
Cool. Arrow, it is your move.
All right, I'm gonna take my cyber saber and attack the tonsil snake. Difficulty 10.
Yeah, difficulty 10.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, you beat it by 2.
Critical success.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So you take the same again. It goes to constrict you again. Arrow. It kind of it lunges at you with this like with its mouth open. It's got like fangs. This eyeless little snake thing. As you do, you kind of slice up with the cyber blade and your cyber saber, and just slice it in half, and it kind of like fizzles away. You still have movement.
I don't think I need to move anywhere.
It's fine if that's all you want to do.
And that... It's time to take you down. And that'll be my turn.
Real quick, I want Noah to say after that. Yeah, not so tell me about your 2 backup dancers, are you, lizard face?
Okay, I'm looking at the math on the on my previous attack, and I rolled a 2 and a 1 for the skill. For whatever reason, it reads off as a 2 instead of a 3.
It might be something to do with. It might be something. Might be something to do with the roll, like the rolling of it, though.
And on this one, I rolled a 2 and a 4, and it reads off as a 4 instead of a 6.
Skill. I'm not shifting anything up or down, though. Like, I'm not doing skill shifts or anything, so I'm not sure why that's doing that. Because it's
It's like you said, if then like my previous attack that missed, it should have hit.
Let's just chalk it up to.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Like,
yeah, I'm not quite sure what it's calculating, but I'm going off like the number that pops up equals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We can try and figure it out again, but I don't want to stall too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, that one hit. So it's now the Snizzard's turn. Okay, so he's going. So upon the toss of snakes and like regaining his balance from Marika's sword strike, he's going to get up. He's going to make multiple attacks to try and hit both Marika and Arrow. Full shift. And because the two of you are really close to him, I'm sorry, this is going to be a difficult 5. Snag. Oh, it's a 5. He rolled a standard 5.
I would imagine that he does not hit because.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my toughness is 16. That's not gonna hit me at all.
Is that in weapons? That seems like it should be a power. Oh well. And it's there. So yeah, it tries to take a swipe at you, Marika, with its claw. And it misses.
She just brings the sword up to parry.
Fair enough. And Arrow, he tries to take a swipe at you with his tail. Athletics +1. God damn, Snizzle. Shit. And he kind of growls in frustration. He's like, "You'll never beat me, you power punk!" And that'll end his turn.
Alright, my turn, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Marika, she'll go.
She's just gonna look at him after that and say, "Man, if that's the best insults that Dark Spectre's army has, then this will be easy."
You dare speak his name?
She's gonna bring the sword up and go for another strike.
Go ahead.
Same difficulty, 10.
Yeah. Standard. Oh, it's a fumble!
Get a spend a story point for that.
I don't think you can spend story points on fumbles. Let me check. Bum, 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 bum.
That's a nat 1, by the way.
Yep. And let's go. Excellent. Fumble. If the result of the D20 part of the roll is a natural one and the skill roll fails, it is considered a fumble. It should have some kind of narrative description of a major mistake. Lost footing, jammed firearm, drop weapon. Characters learn from their mistakes, so a fumble also grants them a story point for their pool to reflect this. Yeah, so you... So yeah.
You don't use one, you gain one.
Yeah, you gain one. So as you try to strike him, he kind of grabs the cyber saber, kind of just like bats it away and like kicks your feet out from underneath you.
I think narratively, like this would be like where he probably is like, "You dare speak his name?"
Yeah. Like that, and it's kind of knocked. He's knocked you prone.
I'm kind of probably just like on a knee at this point.
Yeah, you're down
I'm
to a
guessing.
knee. You're not prone or anything. There's no negative effect, but you're just down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it doesn't hit.
How many story points should we have, by the way, at this point? Barring me adding additional one. It should be 3.
I'm hoping you were keeping track from last session.
Yeah, I think we all had 3. I have 2 now because I used one last round. But
Okay.
You guys communally use story points. I think it's individual.
yeah, so we all have 2 now because I used one.
Yeah, whereas I still have 3. I need a piece of paper.
Yeah. I just wanted to double check in case I missed anything.
Yeah. I have 3 story points. My little notebook here. Story points. I have 3. I can stay there. Okay, is that your turn, Marika? I'm gonna say yes, because
Yeah.
it was a fumble.
Yeah.
Nova, you're up.
Alright. Noah's gonna come right back over to him. Sword to his face. Why not? It's not like you're gonna live to tell a tale. And attack with the sword. What's the difficulty?
10. Assume 10. If I don't, unless I state, just assume 10 is the default. Oh, it's a failure.
Damn
Not
it!
a failure. Not a fumble,
That's
but a
a
failure.
5.
Yes. Not a. Is that rule? Okay, so upon kicking Marika's leg from underneath her, the Snizzard avoids your strike, Nova.
I'm reading the dice roll, and it says rolling 2d20, keep lowest 1.
Yeah.
You rolled with disadvantage.
Wait,
That was a 13.
is it making us all auto roll disadvantage?
I don't know why it's doing that, but it did.
I think it's just taking it depending on. Yeah, why have you rolled with disadvantage? No one else has.
Like, I can't edit that, but
Hang on. Have you set something?
I don't think I did.
I am the dice monitor.
Yeah, thank you for catching that, because I don't think
Yeah,
either of us caught that.
Because no one else. Well, that's the thing. No one else has rolled with disadvantage. That I can see, no. Yeah, no, Nova, you're the only one that's been rolling with disadvantage. What?
Double check your sheet. You might have ticked something on accident.
Yep. I didn't though. Like, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see, dice options.
I mean, his Astro Blaster attack didn't.
Oh, just the turbo blade.
Advanced.
Because you're the Blue Ranger and not good with swords.
Here, let me try it. Let me try rolling again, because it might have been enable advanced dice. Let me try to see if that does anything. I doubt it will, but you never know.
Yeah, the other Turbo Blade attack you did rolled with disadvantage
I wonder why.
from last round. Maybe it's a hang up.
Not a snag or a hang up in a small town. Someone with a shy influence. You suffer a snag on your first social stage.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Huh.
I mean, double check the actual weapon.
I don't understand. Do me a favor, unmorph, and then click it. Just with the turbo blade, just make an attack. Yeah, alright, now morph and click the turbo blade.
Yeah, that time it rolled at normal.
Oh, you know what it was?
What?
I rolled it it automatically puts a snag.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, make sure you don't, make sure you don't do the
Yeah,
snag. Okay, that's what
So
you've been
that's,
doing.
that's what it was. So you want me to
Okay.
roll again, as an official one, or?
Let's just carry on from the last roll from the 5.
Okay.
I like that, but now we know, yeah. Make sure you check
Yeah.
the snag stuff. Because unless you have a snag, you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Unless it states, with what you do. Because I was like, that's not right. Let's pick up. Alright, sorry for that, folks. We figured it out. Yeah, so... Yeah, you miss your blade doesn't connect. As the scissor kind of just steps back. Even though the three of you are surrounded me, and as you do, he kind of just growls out incoherently. And I'm assuming that's your turn, Nova?
Yep, that's my turn now that.
Okie dokie.
Now that I know that we accidentally had a.
You were rolling with
Or-
snag, yeah.
I was rolling with a disadvantage the entire time. That actually explains why the why the gun was that. Because they didn't give me that one at that one.
Yeah. You have to be careful. We're learning. Arrow, your move.
Alright. I'm going to hit him again with the turbo blade.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that was on Nova's sheet. Never mind, sorry.
Sorry if you hear background noise stream. There's someone in the back lane of my house riding a motorcycle. Whoa!
That is an 18.
Another critical excess.
No, that the D2 doesn't count. The system's kind of stupid. It's still a 1.
It just says critical success.
Yeah, for some reason it says that on D2s when it says in the book that it doesn't count for D2s.
That's weird. But so what? I don't take.
I bet you that's programming on a roll 20s and
So what, I don't take the 18.
No, you do. It does take the 18, but it doesn't do double damage.
Okay, no, it's Fine, I'm just, you know.
All right.
The result of the skill dice portion, not including the D2 result of the roll, is showing the highest number value on your... on one or more... Sorry, the wording in this is so poor. Only on one or more skill dice and the skill roll is successful, this is considered a crit success. Well, it's saying crit success, so...
But like on the roll, it's saying the D2 is the one that rolled the highest. The D4 rolled a 1. Once again, the Roll20 and the Assets 20 system are not fully integrated.
They should be because they put it in there as an option. Alright, well, I won't take it as a crit success then.
Right.
Okay,
I'm going to go ahead and use a personal power to activate this. If it will load. But, okay, yellow triple strikes attack. Yellow Rangers at first level have already begun to show their talent, unleashing flurries of blows. You can, whenever you make a finesse attack action, spend a personal power to make an attack with each of your hands at no penalty, and then make a third follow-up martial arts attack at a target of one of the previous strikes. This follow-up attack, often a kick, elbow, or headbutt, has a variable skill die based on your Yellow Ranger level shown on the table above. So
maybe that should be in powers. Or did it say it was a perk?
Is a roll perk.
Triple strike attack. Let me take a look. See. Power Ranger spec. Power Ranger. Power Ranger's first.
That one missed.
Okay.
And then... that one hit.
Okay, so when I did, okay, so when I clicked roll perk on yours, I think I got the. Oh no, I didn't. Good. Never mind. Okay, so you made the Cyberblade, the strike, like.
And critical success.
Okay. Unfortunately, although the Cyberblade did hit, your other 3 strikes did not. So, although your first strike, slashing down at the Snizzer, did make contact, causing damage, your other 3 subsequently were parried and dodged as he kind of like weaved in and out of it. Is that your turn?
That was my turn. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why
So
it's not letting you roll perk. Weird. What are you gonna say, Luna?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna
Oh, sorry,
say,
zombie.
so the meter beat is based on just the D20 roll, not the additional skill roll, right?
I think it's the overall number.
Huh. Oh, this guy's a beefy boy then.
Yeah, he's got some defense. A little bit of defense.
Saying if the 16 doesn't hit him, then he's pretty thick.
Oh wait, no, sorry. The strike does. Sorry, your last strike. No, it doesn't. I was looking at the wrong one there. Don't confuse me. I'm easily confused. Yeah, so it's the Snizzard's turn. He's going to... He's going to jump back. Here. And he's going to take aim at... Wish I've read that right before. Excellent. Yeah. 80 to 200 feet. He's going to take aim at you, Nova. Considering you are the one damage to him as well. With his razor bow. This is 80. It's 80 to 300 feet he can hit with this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Targeting. Specialization. Are you specialized in this, Mr. Snizzard? No, you're not. You are a dumb poo-poo baby, low-level monster. Your skill shift. Difficulty 10. It's going to be normal. No snag. That's an 11.
That misses.
So as the Snizzard kind of pulls back on his bow, on the razor bow, kind of lets one loose, and the shot goes just clear over your head and kind of blows up part of this wall. Here, like behind you.
Oh, good. Wow, if it, like, so it actually would be right here though if he's aiming for me.
Oh, sorry, Nova, yeah. So somewhere over like here. Yeah. And then he kind of like does like a little stomp tantrum because he missed. Complaining about stupid rangers and making him all flustered and not being able to hit his targets. Can't use that. You can't use that.
Well, like as he's saying that, he's like, "Wow," and you think that people are going to be intimidated by you.
Flash. As a... Oh, wait, hang on. A free action. Full action. No, that's not. You can't do that. Alright, cool. Marika, it is your turn.
Alright, she's gonna look at her team and say, keep the pressure on him, we've got him on the ropes. And I'm gonna go ahead and charge and swing.
Yep, go ahead.
Difficulty 10 or 15 or...
10. Just 10.
21!
21! Whoa!
21.
Okay.
Critical success.
That's... Yeah.
I think if you get over 20, that's just like that goes without
Yeah,
saying.
that's... yeah, okay. That's the death blow.
Yeah. So she's just gonna...
So, yeah, go ahead. Describe it.
Alright, so she says to her team, keep on it, we've got him on the run, and she's just gonna run straight at him. And looking this guy dead in the eye as she approaches him, she's just gonna say, Dark Spectre will not win this day, and just a straight upswing as the blade is charged with red great energy.
Yeah, so as the Snizzard is like still bumbling from his last attack, failed attack, he kind of looks up to see you charging in with this red morphing energy infused Cyberblade. You strike down, and like all of a sudden there's just sparks and this energy, and he can't. And then Snizzard, with one last call, he just says, "Glory to Dark Spectre!" Kind of, it's just blown up. He's kind of just destroyed.
Just to flavor, right before he blows up, she's just gonna sheath her sword and just turn away from him.
Yeah, the standard Power Rangers pose. I get you.
Yeah.
And the Snizzard is destroyed. And with that, we are out of initiative, and you have defeated your first enemy.
Hey.
So now you're in a position where Professor Daxian comes out of the hangar. We don't need to be on the screen anymore because
Now we're at the Air of the Mind.
now we're back to the space station. Doesn't matter where you guys are, but for the sake of everything. Professor Daxian comes out of the room after taking cover, and he just says, again looking around, he's like, "Is he gone?"
Bloated like the coward he was. Thanks to the captain here.
Well done.
She'll just give him a bit of a salute.
Well done, but it's not. This is no time to celebrate. And as the professor said, this music is not near as intense as the title suggests.
Breakdown. Oh, it's the breakdown as the. Oh, this is the cool like rap breakdown kind of thing.
Yeah. I'll just play the cyberpunk. As this is he says this again, the space station again shudders. The attack, you may have defeated the Snizzer, but there is still attacks going on all over the station. And as this happens, you hear over the tannoy the voice of Commander Kruger. "All civilians have been evacuated. Everyone retreat. Repeat, everyone retreat to the nearby escape pod or any shuttle. We will rendezvous at..." And then as he says that, the system just kind of cuts. You see Professor Daxian like look around for a moment, and then he just kind of indicates to the "Follow me, I know where we must go." And then he kind of like runs back into the room and up onto the gantry.
Okay.
Marika is staying morphed, by the way, for the sake of flavor.
I don't think any of us have demorphed yet. Like
None of you have.
like at this, it's like in character. At this point, I don't think they know how.
Daxian hasn't told you, yeah.
It's like
Odd question. How do you,
No time.
do the
He's just kind of like,
And
again, he's running.
Arrow, like I know what you're about to ask, and honestly, I think these are better things to be in right now.
As the four of you run, as the three of you along with Professor Daxian run across the gantry, you look down and you see the bodies of the soldiers that perished in the fight between the Putty Patrollers and the Snizzard. But real quick before the professor kind of hurries you through the main door, and as you're running through the corridors of the satellite of the station itself, there's people on the floor tending to wounded. There's soldiers dragging other soldiers across to evacuation points. You notice that you're not going the same direction as them.
Do I see Meathead anywhere?
No.
Okay.
As you're going in the opposite direction of most of the other soldiers, you're led back to that bulkhead door. As you see the two guards that were there, one of them is not moving, and the other one is still firing down the corridor And down the... So let's see if have I done this? It's not gone in. Of course it hasn't rolled 20, because even though I put it in, you didn't fucking let me. Uno momento. Guess I'll have to use...
For flavor, by the way, Nova's gonna want to help out, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, no, come on.
Yeah, Professor Daxian's like trying to open the bulkhead door, but it's like not budging.
No, like he's like, I mean by help out, like he's gonna want to try to help out the two soldiers that are guarding it.
Oh well, one of the soldiers is down and not moving. The other one is like he's taken up like he's like behind some debris that he's set up as a barrier, and he's just shooting down the corridor, stopping what you can tell are like again some party patrollers.
But by the way, at this point, I'm pretty sure people that we've been running past have noticed that. Oh, wait a minute, there's Power Rangers here.
Oh yeah, they've been looking. Some have looked and like they've gone like, oh my god, what the hell? And as some soldiers have come to help the professor try and open the bulkhead door. Some are firing down. I got Nova. You guys can shoot down. You can help open the door if you want. I'm not going to make you roll for this.
Marika will just help try to get the door open.
As the door pries open, there's a large explosion from down the corridor, which kind of like blows everyone back and off their feet a little bit.
Is the regular soldier still alive?
Yeah, the regular soldier's still alive. He just knocked off his feet. Those soldiers that were firing down the corridor and the ones that were helping, like you again, there's just like a big rock sort of thing. And from down the corridor emerges a guttural laugh, and as it comes out, if I can just put this onto there. I want to let me show my... All right.
Oh, okay. I just looked at the.
Yeah, don't do that. That's a spoiler.
I'm sorry. Like you gave me like. This is why I say get a second screen, bro, so you can keep the surprises. But
yeah, but I trust you not to do it. That's why I say.
All right, I won't do it.
Show to players. Show to everyone.
Our boy.
It's everyone's favorite evil skeleton.
So, coming down the corridor, and this is not the comedic Skelly boy you know, is Rito Revolto. This is the brother of the witch Rita Repulsa, but in this universe, he swore allegiance to Dark Spectre and not his father, Master Vile. He's coming down the corridor, and he's not really saying anything, but there's people like that, and you can see some other party patrollers getting on those unfortunate soldiers that didn't manage to get away in time, or that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it's just marching forward, he's striking them down. And as the professor sees this, he kind of just says, "We have to go! Now! Now!" And it squeezes through the bulkhead, and implores the three of you to come with him.
Nova is, like, seeing Rito is, like, this is the first time you've actually seen him kind of scared, because I'm pretty sure that we all know who this is, even in character. Like,
you would have heard tale of General Rito Revolto's exploits within the army of Dark Spectre.
Well,
In Dark Spectre's
Noah's
army
going to reach down with a hand for the soldier that's on the ground. I want to come with us.
And he kind of like again, like the soldiers around you are all like that. There's some prying open the door, whatnot, and as they're fighting through again. Rito slowly making his way towards everyone. It's at that time You hear from the other side of the corridor a very loud battle cry. And running up the corridor, you all see Meathead. He's got what seems to be a very large combat knife in his hand and a blaster rifle, just charging bolt right at Rito.
Is it just him, or does he have like a bunch of soldiers with him?
It's just him for the moment, as you're being put through the bulkhead door, which is only staying open because it's being held. As you're helping one through from behind, you feel the three of you get pushed into the bulkhead door, and then it kind of like slams shut. You turn around to see that the soldiers have literally kicked you through with the more injured soldiers. They kind of like give you a salute, and then they turn around to start fighting with Rito. As Professor
They don't stand a chance.
Damn it! They are doing their job. We must leave. Professor Daxian again is imploring you to follow him as the other soldiers are getting into the escape pods. You're kind of questioning why none of you aren't getting in there.
That's exactly what Nova is questioning.
As you come through the bulkhead, you come like that. It leads into a incredibly large hangar that you think is like at the center of the space station itself. And again, it's like rocket is being destroyed. There's alarms blaring, everything's going off. And as you get in, the professor like flips this switch, and as you do, sitting in the hangar is this.
Yo!
If I'm
so, this, although the picture here is the Astro Mega ship from Power Rangers in Space, it is not blue. It is a red version of the Astro Mega ship, but it's not called the Astro Mega ship. It is, the professor says, this was a prototype stored here from KO-35 before they created the Astro Mega ship for the Astro Rangers. I don't know what condition it is in, but it is our best hope to flee from here as fast as we can so that we can regroup and figure this out. As the professor's like...
Real quick, can I have him roll, or Nova roll like either technology or science to see if he can tell what ship this is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
I'm gonna let you three name the ship. If you want, but it's gonna have to be unanimous. I don't want anyone just taking god power on it. I was just gonna
like above game, like I was gonna say, like I told you in private. I think it should be called like the Gamma or something like that. Like going off of the.
Yep. I mean, again, I don't have a name for it. I was just gonna call it.
What do you guys think? But anyway, I'm gonna roll science because he's from KO-35, so he should be able to recognize this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Critical success.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, you know, you've seen this. You've seen the completed version of this ship. You've seen like the actual Astro Mega ship that the Astro Rangers use. So although there's like parts that aren't quite the same, there might be a little bit missing here. Like there's a couple of panels. You're like, yeah, this is what was the precursor to what is the Astro Mega ship.
What do you guys think about that name, by the way, Cryptic and Choco?
What did you call it again?
The Gamma.
I mean, I'll roll with that if you guys want to. I don't have any better ideas.
Yeah, I say we go with it. I was gonna think maybe something symbolic, but I like following the naming scheme.
I was gonna call it the Cyber Mega ship. But yeah, we can call it the Gamma.
Like, Nova's gonna stop real quick. That's the Gamma.
The press goes like that. Right now, it is our sanctuary. So get on board. And as he does that, as he runs past you, he's got like his goggles like half on his face. He's somehow now got like a case over his shoulder and a bunch of like papers and like notes and books and shit. And he's walking. He's like running up onto the into the ship itself.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just gonna
so-
follow him.
Yeah.
Noah's right behind.
So you get onto the ship.
Arrows keep at the rear, keeping an eye out for any enemies.
As you do this, you see the door leading to the hangar seal. You see a lot of the safety pods that have already jettisoned away out the windows and stuff like that. You run through the corridors of the gamma megaship. It comes through. You get to the I forgot that bridge of the ship, and the professor kind of like again gets up to the console. It says initiating launch sequence. It kind of like whirs to life, and then some things spark. Again, this is think the Millennium Falcon, but it's faulty. Again, it's a prototype. It wasn't fixed. It was being stored there.
Look at the shape of the Astro Megazord. It is the Millennium Falcon.
No,
Yeah.
it's like this is the Millennium Falcon, except it actually is a piece of junk.
Yeah. It's coming through like Nova. I assume you're already like flipping switches trying to make things work. The engines whir to life, and as you start to take off, the bulkhead explodes, and again in walks a bunch of parties trying to sit like that. They're kind of like trying to climb up onto the ship itself, and they get knocked back, and you kind of like shoot right out of the station into the great unknown that is space. And as you do, Rito kind of like looks around without saying nothing, just turns around and says, "Check for survivors." And he kind of walks back, and that is where we are going to take a small bio break, if that's cool with everyone. We've been going for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, that
I'm
works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to point out, you did not want to fight Rito.
Oh, I'm sure like he's like endgame material, but still.
Yeah. Can you still see his character sheet beaten up, by the way, or?
No, it went away. Like
Okay,
the only
cool.
thing that we see right now is the Astro.
Cool.
Which again, I'd be really happy that you're letting us use the Astro.
Yeah, well, again, I have to use something. Although we don't have an Astro Megaship, we don't have an Astro Megazord thing for Zords, so I don't know what I'm going to do with Zords when that time comes. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
But wait, like it's the Astro Megaship, but we're somehow using the White Tiger Zord's battle mode.
Don't get me started.
I mean, it's the same way.
I might sit down one night and actually just build a Zord scratch in the thing. But again, like we have all this stuff. I have all these like the Turbo Megazord and everything else, but it's like won't let me do anything else. They're all individual Zords. We also have anything else, but it doesn't matter. Zord battles are another thing that we'll need to learn at some point, but not now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a quick break.
In the meantime, I'll hang out with chat because I don't need a pee. What's up, chat? If you guys are in there, shout out.
We know you're there.
And no one wants to talk to us, Cryptic. How sad.
That is sad. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Yep. Would speak, but I had no one to talk to, so this is on you guys.
I return.
Alright, good. I actually have someone to talk to.
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
was like, I don't do good on my own. This is why I'm kind of scared about streaming again.
That's alright. There's not many people chat anyway or talking. There's a bunch of bots though, as per usual. Always do. So, yeah, I think it's going swimmingly so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
I'm so used to, like, I guess the thing is with the combat rolls, like, I'm so used to, like,
You're so used to 5e, basically.
I'm so used to 5e and Call of Cthulhu that these ones are a bit weird, but again, it's a brand new system and like that. Again, I don't know why some of them are, like, rolling the way they are. You know, it's there for that, and you should be able to roll your perk. It says roll perk. Roll perk. Oh wait, no, it just says no. That's roll perk. Okay, so triple strike is just something you. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I thought that was an option. We'll give Probate a call. He could be a new DM.
Co-DM.
Co-DM, yeah. I actually made the joke of crossover episode when we raided into Rabbit the other day, last session. He sat down. He was like, "What would even the logistics be of that?" And I was like, "A fucking nightmare is what it would be." They're a full team of 5 rangers.
I mean, we'll get there eventually.
Maybe if we have an auxiliary like that, if we live man it, we don't know.
No, I feel kind of bad because, like, I mentioned my friend that was interested in this game. I know we were already, like, 3 in, but I kind of miscommunicated that to him, and he got a little upset that he wasn't able to be in the game. At least for the moment.
I'm gonna put the feet out in the MNW Discord once things start rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I say we, like, it's good for 3 for now, but, like, maybe in a couple more sessions that we actually be like, okay, we need a new member.
Yeah.
I've got ideas. I've got ideas.
Go on a little recruitment session.
There are plans. Is everyone back?
Yes.
I'm back.
Awesome.
Real. I've also, real quick, I've also thought about, like, once I get used to this system a little bit more, I might actually, like, go out and, like, try to DM my own Power Ranger game.
Go for it, man.
Because I actually have, my initial idea right now is actually I want to do, like, an SPD 2.0. It's far enough in the future after, like, the original SPD where, like, the original, like, cast members and Rangers are, like, either, like, retired or have passed on.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is like, hey, B Squad's at this point been dissolved and retired because they're not needed anymore because peace. Wait, what's this? A new threat. Time to bring in a new era of SPD Rangers.
That'd be cool.
I've also thought about stealing a few things from Q Ranger.
Yeah. So, you've made your escape from the space station. You are now flying on what you have christened the Gamma Megaship. The professor has sat down. This is roleplay time. This is up to you.
I think the first thing we're all gonna ask the professor is how do we change back?
I have to use the restroom. So, like, is this like a spacesuit or?
Simply say, power down.
Power down.
And
Power down. Be right back.
Power down.
as you do that, you glow a little second for your grid energy, like you glow like your colors, and then the suits just kind of dissipate.
And Arrow rushes to the lavatory.
Enough.
Never thought I'd see this old bucket of bolts again.
You are familiar with this ship, then?
I am from KO-35, Professor. I have family who worked on it.
Ah, see. Explain it yet.
From my understanding, like this, like the reason that they abandoned this one and went straight to what we now know as the Astro Megazord or Astro Megaship is because of the fact that it was good. It was ahead of its time, but we could do so much better.
As Commander Kruger said as much, and speaking of, we must make contact with him again soon, or anyone part of the Alliance. And then again, Professor Daxian is kind of like he just kind of starts shuffling through his papers and stuff until he finds another, something like that. He finds a key card and he turns around and he kind of looks in this this box that he brought on board. Kind of like swipes his card in like a small key card, like data pad on it, types in a code, it opens up. And in it, you see another, like, some sort of, other smaller containers. It's like a flight case, more or less. Containing other things. And he starts rifling out. It's like this. I have some technology with me that was part of the Cyberstrike program. Not completed. I can work on it here in the ship. But he kind of looks around. He says, as you can see, not quite as adequate a working space.
We'll make do with what we have for the time being.
We have to. In the meantime, I'd say, where's the course? Where do we need to meet?
Sadly, I do not know. In the chaos, I had lost contact with the main bridge on the station. All we can do now is set a scan and hope.
Arrow returns. Well, do we not have any other places that the Alliance meets?
There are a few, but as of
State
now,
House would be the smartest idea.
As of now, I do not believe going there would be the of action. I believe we should try find, if not Commander Kruger, someone else's unit. I will begin the scan. You three, make yourselves accustomed to ship. And the professor goes about starting to busy. He walks over to one of the consoles that is just got some wires hanging out of it, whatnot.
Remind me, where was the Astro Ranger's last known location at?
There was no last known location. All you know is that radio contact went dead.
Much as I hate to admit it, the professor's right. Let's all look for some private quarters and get some sleep. Professor, radio us if there's any problems.
The professor kind of just like nods his head.
What? Like, cool. So what's the game plan, guys?
Right now, I guess we just have to wait. Yeah. Sounds like the professor is the only one that really knows what to do at the moment.
If I was in a better state of mind, I could help. I might not be as good as like some of my cousins, but I still know my way around a computer.
Well, the first priority is to get in contact with someone from the Earth and Alliance, then we should probably make sure that the communications tech is up to date and fully functional.
I just hope all my kids got off that station all right.
A lot of the families left before the station was attacked, so I think we're good on that regard. I doubt that any of the parents would want to keep their kids on a space station while there was an opportunity to get out.
As you
Apologies, Captain.
No, don't worry about it. I'm sure
No, like-
both of you have a lot on your minds at the moment. I certainly do.
Yeah, well, we did good in spite of not being trained. And I'm guessing we were a big help. Like Noah referencing what Marika said in Japanese.
She kind of lets out a smile. So you understood me.
One of the quirks, I guess is the right way to say it, of my people. We're either gifted with one of two capabilities, either telekinesis or mind reading abilities. I just so happen to get the latter.
I should
Oh,
probably
well.
let you know that I didn't mean any harm by it.
Heat of the moment, I understand, but just know that we're a team now, so we have to start
Right.
working together.
If you've got mind reading abilities, what number am I thinking of right now?
17.
69, dude.
I know that. I think that was a professor. Like, I am admittedly a couple years out of practice, but that is a good, or that is something I can work on.
fucking teacher is like, lol, 69.
Hey, it's on brand for the player. Let's.
Ojo looking ass. As the three of you are walking through the ship, it's not gigantic, but you could happily like live in this ship for months at a time with the right supplies and everything else. So,
Would I have known where the nearest supply depot or whatever would be that would be out of range of the conflict at the moment?
give me a survival.
Alright. Difficulty?
10.
Nope.
Even though you are a captain, you know where the restock ports are, like the depots and stuff, whatnot. But they are the ones that are like closer to the action, and where there's like where there are combat hotspots. You are not aware of any that are in the safe zones in the neutral or what they call the green zones.
Okay.
You were only on the satellite as like a stopover. You were being deployed elsewhere before everything kicked off.
Yeah, she just kind of look at the two and say, "I wish I knew of any stock depots around here that were that were in the green zones, but all the ones that I know are in the heat of the action."
As you're walking, you come across you come out. There's a mess hall little area where again there's place where you can cook food, discuss like that. There are some rations and stuff stored there, It's dried foods and whatnot. It could last you a couple of weeks. As you go through that, there are personal quarters. You can see there's enough to house a skeleton crew of about 5. But you could comfortably set up, I'd say about 10, 11 at a push. Comfortably with the and then any more would have to like set up in like
a dorm or a bunk.
Like on cots or something, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we end up finding civilization, we could always hire a small crew to man things while we're away.
You know, Captain, if I'm being honest, this is the first time in months I've actually felt at home. Seeing an old or something from my planet is reassuring, actually.
Marika, you would know that KO-35 was quote-unquote lost when the forces of the Alliance of Evil attacked. And from scouting reports, you know that it's not been destroyed. However, those who were captured are now under slave labor, using weapons and stuff for the robotic part of Dark Spectre's machinate, whatever.
So the planet is basically at the moment is basically it's under control by Dark Spectre. It's basically being used as like a, I guess factory would be the right word.
Mining factory, the lot. It's being
Probably Machine Empire generals running it.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of puts a hand on Nova's shoulder. If it's any consolation, if we become strong enough, we might be able to liberate KO-35. As far as I know, it's not completely lost. It's just mostly being used as factories for the UAE.
Exactly.
It's the unified Alliance of Evil.
Yep.
Like, he sighs and he goes, "Oh, I know that it's still around. They're too stupid to they're not stupid enough to destroy one of the greatest weapon manufacturers in the galaxy. Unfortunately, that's exactly why we were targeted."
As you say that, the professor comes walking in. Not just one of them. Scientifically ahead. Just on par with Edenoi. Before... Well... The professor kind of looks sad and says, "Come, I have something to show you." And
as they're walking, no, he's gonna turn to Marika. "Remember how I said I wanted to help?
Yeah.
My people are specifically who I want to help. I want to actually see a sunrise on KO-35 once again by the time this is over. And I'll be damn sure to do that."
Didn't make that your drive.
Why do you think I didn't leave for those 2 months?
The professor leads you all back to the bridge, and you can see that console he's working on. Although it kind of looked like it was kind of damaged and busted up, it really wasn't as bad as it was. It just needed some wires reconnecting, some replaced, and the panel has been put back. He said, "The ship has a built-in AI system, I believe, if I'm reading these correctly. I just can't seem to get anything online." As he's saying this, he kind of leans forward and then he kind of like pushes a button. It sparks. It kind of like blows up in his face. And like,
Careful, Professor, careful.
That wasn't supposed to happen. And as he says this, a voice rings out throughout the ship. No, it was not.
Can I roll something to see if I can help try to fix it? Like I'm a professor in technology, so
Yeah, you can try and fix it, but the AI system did just speak to you. So if you want any reactions off of that.
Hey! Hello?
Greetings.
What I have known about Delta from the
would-
finished quote unquote.
You would have known that the Astro Megaship is being fitted with an AI, you wouldn't know the name.
Okay.
Nova's gonna call out. AI module. Designation, please.
Designation Glyph. And as he says that, in the panel that was smoking, you know the ghosts from Destiny?
Yeah.
Or the, what are they called? Right? The Ordis.
Yeah.
Those
Ghosts
the ghosts
were
from
fine with me.
Destiny.
the
Guilty
ghosts from
Spark
Destiny.
from Halo.
Yeah, like this sort of like floating cuboid slash thing. It keeps changing shapes, but like it's why he's called Glyph. Kind of like pops up on the panel, and he says, "It's like that. You are not on my records. This is not KO-35."
Fortunately, my friend, a lot has changed since the last time you were activated.
As he does that, this little the panel kind of like the glyph thing sort of then like rises up and kind of like floats round the bridge, and as it does, he turns around and then like he starts to scan everyone. You are emitting a foreign form of energy that I am not familiar with. Except for the one that seems to have been on fire. And the professor's like wiping his face down with his own coat.
We're Power Rangers.
Keyword, Power Ranger. Processing. And as he does that, a screen pops up, you know, as if you're looking forward straight out of the bridge, of the window. Like a hollow screen pops up, and on it, you see footage of the Astro Rangers, footage of the Prism Rangers, of the Supersonic Rangers. The Equation Rangers pop up on there once or twice, and you even see a team that you think is themed after dinosaurs, although not much is shared on that one.
We probably wouldn't know of the Mighty Morphin Rangers very much, would we?
Oh. You'd know of Zordon of Eltar, and you'd know he gave the Astro Rangers their powers, or he helped them gain their powers. So, that, but...
Zordon hasn't nuked himself in this timeline yet, has he?
No.
No,
Okay.
this is happening during the Dino Rangers time
Okay.
in there, I think.
I figured I'd ask for a clarification.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is post-Shattered Grid, an alternate universe where
Okay.
Dark Spectre's forces aren't so much taking a guerrilla warfare approach to it, but all-out war.
Mm-hmm.
And the Power Rangers are the ones that have been on the front lines, sort of, which is why you saw all those ones. Except the
Yeah.
Equation Rangers, who are their planet, defending theirs from their own villain.
Breaka
that-
would
as-
speak up at this point. We've designated ourselves the Cyberstrike Power Rangers. Our tech is from KO-35 and many other planets.
I said that's it. yes. Gloff, was it? Glyph.
Glyph, Professor.
Yes, right, yes, Glyph. I am Professor Daxian. I am the, and as he says that, Glyph starts rolling off. Professor Daxian, brother to King Lexian, the planet Edenoi. Head scientist of the Mass Rider Initiative. Am I correct? I wouldn't say Mass Rider Initiative. The power came to the planet, but yes. I have some files designated here of the Cyberstrike protocol. Perhaps we can fill them out. However, I am at your service. Please. Your designations, if you will.
Nova.
Arrow.
Captain Marika Hammond.
As you say, Captain Marika Hammond again, Glyph, upon Nova and Arrow saying that, Glyph creates a file for the two of them, but then Glyph kind of like glitches out for a second. Goes, Marika Hammond, candidate for Cyberstrike Protocol. I believe I have a top secret file that is not part of it, but from a neighboring piece of technology. And the professor goes, yes, sorry. I was using what I was able to salvage from the conflict to it's like that. And the professor's just mumbling off, and he's like that. But yeah, he inadvertently transferred most of your files over. Marika.
She raises an eyebrow at this, but otherwise, it's like, okay.
It would seem that the other two were not the desired candidates for this protocol, Professor. Yes, well, there was no time to screen anyone else, only Captain Hammond fit sieges. We were going to do more at another time, but of course, Arc Spectre has forced our hand.
In other
had to
words, we're doing
improvise.
what we can with what we've got.
Glyph then goes, statistics show this may not work out in your favor.
Well, Glyph is... I'm sure that your mind can also discern sometimes statistics are not everything.
I will keep that in mind. If you need me, you need only call. Of course, I am limited to the bridge in this form, but I do operate the entire ship if need be. Tell me, where is the rest of the crew?
We're it.
We are all that were able to make it onto the ship as we were getting attacked.
Okay, Glyph kind of like again, kind of. Oh, if it had eyes, if he had like a face to like concern, he'd be very stoic. But Glyph at the moment, and he just kind of like again goes over to another console and runs some numbers. I predict you have at least a month's worth of rations aboard the ship. If I were you, I would find a place to restock and refuel. Also, there are major damages to our I'm going to call it a hyperdrive because I don't know what they would call it in Power Rangers.
Any suggestions?
Glyph then beginning system-wide scan. As he does that, a galactic in the middle is like this circular table in the bridge. It kind of like comes up with like a large galactic map. We are in the current system here. I haven't got a system name, but it's not too far. It's not too far from KO35. It'd be like 2 jumps away. As you can see, the red zones indicated are the zones in which Dark Spectre's forces have advanced. Although I am working on old data. Not know if this is up to date. Professor's like, hold on! He kind of comes forward and he indicates on the map, like, this area here is no longer in control. He kind of like highlights it. However, I have located at least 3 depots, 2 in the green zone and 1 in the neutral zone. These I would suggest as your best start.
What's the closest green zone?
Kind of brings it up. Scanning now.
With your technology, are you able to scan for possible life forms?
I'm able to scan for most life forms. We'll need to be more specific.
The Astro Rangers.
No. What if we use or use glyphs or abilities to try to locate the other refugees. Get in contact with Commander Kruger.
That could work. Do you have Commander Kruger on your database? Looking at Glyph.
Commander Kruger, founder and creator of the SPD Force, from the planet Sirius, fallen. Status unknown. I can scan for any frequencies being classed as SOS, but I do not believe there are any in the current system.
And he's most likely escaped out of our range.
That, or he
Would be smart.
hasn't been able to. He hasn't gotten radio contact yet. You can do a sub scan for his signature or specifically. That might help us out.
I will do so. In the meantime, I say we set a course for planet Zybria, home of the supersonic range, currently within the green zone.
Sounds like a plan.
However, I do believe that supersonic ranges are all designated KIA. I do apologize.
Fortunately,
Track.
that's something we're going to have to live with on this war. If you two want to get rest, you go ahead. I'll do what I can with the professor and Glyph to try to get at least this room operating at its peak function.
Very well, Captain.
She'll not. Go ahead. I'll follow. I'm used to sleepless nights at this point.
So that's the case. The ship AI is going to make his plot course for Zybria. Zybria. Right in chat. People who are unfamiliar, Zybria is the home world of Trip, the Green Time Force, who is not alive right now.
But he will be, maybe.
He
will be in about
1,000 years.
2,080 years.
No, in about because we're in the year 2000 something, so he'd be alive in the year 3000. Be alive in about 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I said, it's also the home of the Supersonic Rangers. I don't know what the Supersonic Rangers are. They.
I believe they're Sentai. They're based off the Biomen.
No, they're not Bioman. They're the ones with the.
Or is it Vulcan?
Oh, that's not so. I don't remember.
I think 5-man sounds right.
5-man, yeah, 5-man. 5-man.
Go,
So they
go, my brother.
Yeah, 5-man. And yeah, and the story of this team is that they were betrayed by their Green Ranger, even though there's not a Green Ranger in the Sentai counterpart. In the comic books, their Green Ranger, Trek, led them into a trap laid by Dark Spectre, which ended up in those 5 Rangers being destroyed, and Trek becoming the first Psycho Ranger, Psycho Green. Not unlike the Deserts of KO-35, Zyrians have unique abilities. Some are empaths, some have clairvoyance, some are just bog standard telekinesis, and so on and so on.
Do the Psycho Rangers exist at this time, or not yet?
Question?
aka spoilers.
Spoilers.
You don't know that they do, but in the current timeline, Psycho Green does exist. Supersonic range 8. Giving Dark Spectre the one thing that he required, which was access to the morphing grid, even though he's an entity of the morphing. I digress. Yeah, so Nova, you are going to help the professor and Glyph with repairs, I guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Well, it's a good thing I'm proficient in technology. I have a D6 in technology.
What should I? Yeah, roll a technology. Standard technology. There's nothing like you're familiar-ish with it. The professor is also familiar with it because he's a science boy.
And that is a 10.
Yeah. This is the problem with not having a fucking action. I'm going to have to make one. That. I might. Alright, I'm just double checking it.
Our tagline is going to continue to be "We're learning."
Yeah. I didn't expect him to have. I'm gonna make him roll a flat d20. Fuck. The professor's flustered. But alongside the help of Glyph and yourself, you manage to fix the bridge at least. The panels are up to date, everything's like that. You're filling in the gaps of Glyph's computer systems, like his data records and whatnot. As the infinite vacuum of space speeds in front of you on the bridge. Not have a picture for the planet Cybria. There is not one.
But there's not one. Why would there be?
Funnily enough,
Theater of the mind.
funnily enough, there is a planet called Sentai 6 in the Power Rangers universe.
Yes, that's
That's
where
Ekel and Snide come from. Supercharge, Dino Supercharge, which I found hilarious.
like there is in Canada Sentai 6 and a Common 5.
Yeah, Common 5.
I'm like, of course they did.
Mind you, not as on the nose as Finster's home planet, Pleidoius. Not kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys want to do any RP, the whatever? Because I will say you can be awarded story points for particularly engaging roleplay if they deem it so.
So you've always been a soldier then, Captain?
Yeah, for the most part. Family-wise, and born and raised all over military bases all across the galaxies. It's pretty much just been in my blood.
I was a teacher and nurse and gym instructor at our school. It was very small and money was tight, but I did what I can to make sure that the kids that we got could succeed.
I suppose it's important for the next generation to be successful. My schooling was, I was mostly homeschooled since we pretty much never had time to settle and actually get to know people before we had to move out to the next base or the next planet or the next station. Pretty much had to learn on the fly.
Okay, real. You're making it too real for me, Choco.
I mean, that's always been my goal, because we have to make sure that the next generation, that Dark Spectre will be nothing but a bad dream for the next generation coming in. That is my personal goal. And I want to open up a new school where and we'll have races, alien races from all over come to learn from there. It's going to be the best school ever. Like that's my that's my end game. I want to be a teacher again. I want to teach in a peaceful galaxy.
You know, if the three of us have our way, you'll get that.
What about you? What are your end goals? What are you going to do after all this is over?
Be honest, I don't know. Never thought about it. Fighting is pretty much all I've known my whole life. I don't know if I could ever give it up. Everything has to have balance, I guess. You can't have peace without war, and you can't have war without peace. It's the eternal conflict.
You've got to have a dream, though. If you're not dreaming, you're not living. That was one of the darker quotes that was in our kindergarten class.
I've just been so immersed in my lifestyle that it's just never come to me. I guess in the practical sense, it's hard for me to dream because I don't really sleep so much because my lifestyle is so hectic.
Well, I suppose this is a forced vacation of sorts, then.
She kind of chuckles at that, I suppose so. Short vacation, if it is any. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. It's difficult for me to switch out of business mind.
Hey, you think Zybria has a beach?
I wouldn't doubt it. Sure, most places do.
You know, if we have time, or we should make time, we should just have a cookout on the beach. Just something to prove we're still alive in here, you know? I can't let the Dark Spectre conflict define me. I'm still me, damn it!
She kind of puts a bit of a kind of like wraps her arm around your shoulder a bit. Fortunately, war changes people. I guess the only thing I can say is, like you said, don't let what happens here define you. But it's still going to leave a big scar. Something that eventually you'll just have to live with.
You're telling me. When the Machine Empire invaded, 5 of my teachers died trying to be heroes.
I'm sure they did what they thought was right at the time.
Why is that playing? Sorry. You mentioned cookout. Whoops.
We can say that that's like the music that's playing. Like you can start hearing music. Oh, I guess this place had a radio.
Over there again. My apologies.
But yeah, I won't forget Gerald, Sherry, Maple, Jean, and Reginald.
Then fight for them. Make sure that their sacrifices aren't in vain.
And me, after I say that, I forget them.
Ow.
You know, honestly, I was ready to take this mission on all by myself. You weren't there for it, but I was ready to take this morpher and charge headlong into wherever the Astral Rangers were last heard of and take things into my own hands.
As you
At
say
the time,
that,
I thought I could handle it, but now I realize I would have been more a fool than if I would have just not taken the power in the first place.
as you said that, the professor walks in. Unfortunately, Captain, Commander Kruger would not have allowed that. I think it's time I filled you in on true purpose of the Cyber Strike Protocol. You see, it is no secret.
Real quick, is Noah with them?
Yeah, Nova's with them.
I'm assuming you followed the professor and
Yeah.
we're probably chilling in like either the mess hall or like the quarters or whatever.
I would say the mess hall.
Yeah.
See, and the professor places that same briefcase that the morphers were in on the table, and then it kind of like opens it fully. And in the top part of it, you see like there's some sort of like discs and like other things. And again, he presses the button and up props the hollow image of the suits. You see, it is no secret that we have been on the back foot in this. And although we have had many victories in certain areas, the overall strike force that Dark Spectre possesses is immeasurable. From the forces of Machine Empire, which, after their supposed coup d'etat was quelled, and of course King Mondo disposed, the ever onslaught of their abilities has been ruthless, not to mention powers that Dark Spectre himself has aimed. Even talk of secret assassins. It is said that the last known location of the Prism Rangers, they were taken out not by an army or monster, but by a single assassin. So, in retaliation, we decided to pool together what resources we have. As you can tell, a lot of our weaponry comes from Edenoi, AO-35, and even the Eltarian Empire. What they were able to we were able to scavenge and scrap. And even then, it was not enough. You saw that it took the fall of just before the fall of Edenoi, you saw that the final sequencing process was sent to me, and it's. I'm rambling. I apologize. The Cyberstrike protocol.
It's fine.
The Cyberstrike protocol was not built for frontline battles per se, although you are more than capable of doing it, or would be, were we able to fully activate what was on, with what we had planned in the project. However, it was also made with the intention of guerrilla strike warfare. get behind enemy lines, take out fuel depots, disrupt supply line. It was designed as a stealth force, if you will.
So, like Black Ops.
Exactly, yes. We thought we were able to do that, then we could give not only our soldiers a leg up, but also any other ranger teams that are still out there. Of course, we already know the supersonic rangers of planet Zybria, which we are heading to now, were taken out. But also the Prism Rangers, at least 4 confirmed with 1 MIA. We grew desperate. And of course, no offense to you, my boys, but you two were not ideal candidates. By all rights, I should take the morphers from you once we rendezvous with Commander Kruger. But being raised on Edenoi, I know, and from meeting Zordon itself, Grid does work in mysterious ways. I hate to place this burden on the 3 of you, but as of now, you may be our force's only hope of turning the tides of this war.
Professor, we may not have been the first choice. Hell, we might not have even been on the list. But I've been basically telling you that I don't care. I really don't. I am doing this not because it's the way to get fame or anything like that. I'm doing this because this is the right thing to do. I'm sure that anybody who has ever been a Power Ranger will tell you the same thing. Hell, I was saved by the Astro Rangers when I was brought onto that ship, and I'm sure that they would tell you the exact same thing. We may not be the right choice in your mind, but I don't think me or Arrow would actually agree that we're the right choice because of that.
If anything, I'll speak for both of them. Arrow has his dedication to his children and the future that he wants, and Noah is fighting for the people of KO-35 that, at the moment, are just as slaves to the Empire as anybody else who's been a victim to this war. If that's not a good enough reason to carry these colors, then I don't know what is. Me? Well, I don't really have a reason beyond this is my job, but I'll do a damn good job no matter what.
Captain Hammond, you were vouched for by Commander Kruger himself. Your record speaks for it. Your record speaks words about you beyond that. You were chosen as the leader for a reason. I trust the commander. He has saved my life more than that.
And if the commander trusts me, then he's gonna have to trust me to vouch for them.
The professor kind of nods and says, well, we will cross that bridge when we come. For now, it is on Glyph's recommendation we restock and we refuel. Hope we get to Siberia on time before this rust bucket falls out of this. And as he says that, Glyph's voice comes over the town. I said, this rust bucket can hear you. And the Professor Daxon kind of looks up and says, I am well aware.
I heard that! You were meant to!
Yeah. That... If everyone's happy, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I would say that would be a great way to stop, unless everyone wants to carry on. I don't think plan past it, but we can try.
Well, that's actually a perfect way to end, like end on a joke.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give you all a story point there.
Okay.
That was cool. Again,
I was gonna say something, but like, no, that's actually even funnier. Like if he doesn't.
I had ad-libbed that.
we played this song. That's something I have planned for later once I make.
That's our.
Oh, is Bob joining?
Like that is our knockoff Vulcan Skull theme.
No, that one was this one, I think. Nope, that's not that one. That's the oh, that was the one I was looking for earlier. Okay, no, I don't think I've added it yet, but yeah. Yeah, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is episode 2 of Power Rangers Cyber Strike, entitled Go Go Cyber Strike Part 2, because I didn't come up with the title and they'd only just morphed. Again, we apologize for the stops and starts. We're still learning a lot. It is getting a bit smoother. We are figuring stuff out, like why it was rolling the way it was. I guess it's finicky, but we're getting there. We're getting there, and I'm gonna have to try and make character sheets for these NPCs. But yes, you met one of the big bads this session.
And yes, Young Noble Jr.
Yes, in Rito Revolto, I'll bring him up and I'll also share to the players so that they can be terrified of his look. There he is in all his skull glory. He
looks so much more badass in that regard than he did in the 90s.
Oh, in the comics, he's fucking terrifying. A lot of them are more terrifying in the yeah. Coincidentally, Eclipta far more scary in the TV show than he is in the comics. He's not that great looking in the comics. And I did think about adding Eclipta as a thing because he's not in the compendium. But when I saw Bone Boy here, I was like, I can't use him. Like I have to.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Like he is. Like in the show, he might be a Caroly goofball that's like power level, on par with Goldar.
Yeah, but when he first showed up, he like destroyed everything. Like he absolutely annihilated stuff. But yes, that is do it for us here. Power Rangers Cyber Strike episode 2 in the bag. These will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. I did download episode 1. I haven't had time to edit because last weekend gone by I was at a wrestling show doing ring announcing and whatnot. So I will get on that as possible. Also, NNPW news, because I know there's some people that are interested in it. I'm making progress. It's just God damn, does 2K22 AI just not want to comply with shit? So I'm going to be using a different build. Whatnot. Working on that. I should do a creation stream tomorrow if I stay awake long. Yeah, that's me. Of course, you can find everything here at Twitch the Person, twitch.tv/Twitch the Person for us hot Twitch on Twitch action. I had the name first. Go fuck yourself. I did. I had the nickname Twitch while this platform was called Justin TV, and I stand by that.
Well, that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, he remembers the dark times before.
I remember the dark time.
His name is Twitch. John Q. Fucking Twitch.
I actually had the idea to make a VTuber with a TV head and a purple suit. And I was like, I don't have £3,000. Anyway, Deluna, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at DLuna1338. On anywhere else you might think about trying to find me at Deluna13, including here on Twitch and on YouTube. I have a fun story that I might turn into a video. Like I actually didn't take like there's like an update type of thing, so be on the lookout for that if I decide to post it. If not, it'll just be on like I'll just do a Twitter thread or something like that. But still, I'm thinking about doing streams if I eventually move. Like I'm trying to find work right now, so
Oh yes, you did some traveling recently for that.
that that's a part of the story. Uh,
Spoiler warning.
Cryptic, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/cryptic_Cyogen. Usually Saturdays I run the show World Domination Wrestling on said channel, and Tuesdays sometimes I'm guest commentator for twitch.tv/CuriousLily for YEW Yeet Elite Wrestling with and I'm joined by Curious Lily herself and Sandman. But of course, we are rebuilding. So, currently we're on hiatus, but we're hoping to return within a week to 2 weeks. And Chaco, go!
Hi, I'm Chocolate Zombie 101. You can find me here on Tuesdays, or here on Thursdays, excuse me. You can find me here on Thursdays playing Marika Hammond, our resident Red Striper Strike Ranger. You can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie101. You can also find me on Tuesdays over at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn for Total Personality, where I play Elise Vrinwood, the Elf Hunter Ranger. We were on hiatus this week. I don't know what they're going to do next week because I have to close at work, which means I probably won't be able to make any planned streams over there. But we should be back in full force. We should be back in full force in a couple of weeks.
Here's hoping that like it was kind of weird not being able to do a thing on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I tried to stream the other day. OBS for some reason wasn't capturing my window, so I just gave up. But if I could figure that out, then I might be with Destiny currently having its new season, Pirates. Their season of Plunder. I may try to stream that if I can figure things out, and I might try to stream my various Pokemon adventures.
Nice. As I sit here, how to make a. I'm looking into making other NPC custom things. That's fine. Chilling out. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, those things. Boomst is online.
I got Mizuki, Trash King, and Bromad as the top 3 on my end.
We raided Sean last time. No, we raided Rabbit.
We raided Probate last time.
Probate.
Or Rabbit last time.
Rabbit last time. Yeah.
Let's raid Sean. He's watching TNA.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Wait, let's raid the trash. No, he's not watching TNA. He's playing the TNA game.
Oh, that's even better.
Trash raid. Trash Ryzen.
What should the raid message be?
I have no idea.
The power protect you.
Hey, the power protects you. Yeah, we'll go with that. Going over.
Well, actually, Go Cyberstrike should be like our normal raid message.
Go Cyberstrike, I would say, yeah.
So people can be like, "Oh, we missed a Power Ranger stream. Let's check it out next time."
Hey. As always, we'll be back next week. If everything, unless something goes wrong. If not, I'll figure something else out to stream in this time slot. It might just. I could probably make like let's create a character. You know, in this world like an NPC or whatever. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Go send Trash King some love, and we will see you all next time. Stay safe and goodbye.
Later.